Questions for our student athletes? Start with Michael and Justin.
For the defensive guys, what did you think of the way the secondary was hitting people out there, jarring the ball loose, just kind of setting the tone that way?
Yeah, I mean, the secondary was definitely coming up flying out there, hitting people. I feel like we practiced that at practice. We just talk about launching and stuff like that. Coach G is heavy on just flying, not stopping your feet. So I think the secondary is definitely coming up, bringing the ball.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a huge emphasis at practice, and then even in the pregame warm-up, I'm not sure if any of you guys saw, but we're out there launching, tackling the dummies. So good to get us prepped.
For Taye, tell us about your interception. What was the last time you had a pick?
Probably in high school, to be honest. Like in a game in high school. It was definitely exciting. Just out there playing ball, sticking to the scheme that Coach G laid out for us. He laid out a great scheme for us for this game against a great opponent, and just went out there and just fell in my hands.
For you and Trey, how does that create momentum for you guys when you guys start to pile up those takeaways?
Yeah, that's huge. It's something that I would say not everyone thinks about in the game of football is the battle of momentum, and that can really change the game. So it's really just about stacking positive responses.
Jenna in the back.
Quincy, what did it feel like on that 54-yard touchdown run, and then just overall, how did you feel like you played?
Yeah, it felt great. Our line's been opening up holes. We've been practicing that, that exact play so many times this whole week. Just be able to have a hole like that, it was great. Once I saw that open up, I was just like, I had to go get in there.
Justin and Brian.
And overall, though, the running backs, how do you guys think you performed as a unit?
I think the running backs performed great. We all found our way into the end zone, which is absolutely exciting. We all bring great versatility, and I think just being able to feed off each other, getting hyped for each other. I was so excited to see them boys get in there as well.
And how do you think establishing the run game is going to help you guys out with everything?
Yeah, so establishing the run game is definitely a big part of football. If you're able to do that, it opens up some passes. It opens up a lot of things. I think we have a great running back room, and we always come ready to play.
For Trey and Taye, can you comment maybe on the difference between this opener and a year ago, where it was a high-scoring game, but the defense had a lot of struggles, just how different this one was?
So I feel like it's just mentality. Coach G is really implementing us all throughout the offseason, is that we're just gonna go out there and just play with dominant contact, just go out there and fly to the ball. So I feel like it's just really just mentality and going out there and trusting the man next to you.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. 100%. It's a mentality that we've been practicing. It didn't just happen overnight.
Justin.
For the defensive guys, what's the most impressive part about Genesis Smith and how he's been able to lead you guys this year?
Everything, really. I mean, that guy, his effort is so fanatical. His character, just who he is as a human being, like, you'll go play hard for that guy every single time.
Michael.
For anybody, Coach B was saying that even though you guys won tonight, that there's a lot of things that you can improve on and work on. What do you think about that? Do you think that's true? And what are some things on either side of the ball where you feel like you can get better?
I would 100% agree with that. Just the execution pieces, right? Because you want to suffocate the opponents. So a lack of execution, kind of allows for hope and that battle of momentum I was just talking to you guys about. And we just got to be on top of it, make all these errors right.
Yeah, definitely. Piggybacking off of what Trey said, execution is definitely something that we always try to harp on. I think offense left a couple plays out there. I think as we go back out there and watch it, I think we should have put up at least 60, but that's just how it is.
Justin and Ari.
Quincy, how do you think this kind of performance though is going to help you guys in terms of momentum? What do you think you guys ultimately learned as an offense from this game?
Yeah, as an offense, it came to the standpoint of we can do it, we can go out there and execute, but it's like how can we establish it better? How can we perform every play exactly 100%? Doing our own job and executing to the highest ability. That's definitely figuring out that. But it's like we understand that we can get there. Leaving points out there is not something that we're not trying to do. But yeah.
I'm sure it's probably a different team than the team you played last year. But what do you remember about playing against Weber State?
I mean, it's definitely a little bit different, but you know, just being over here at Arizona, I mean, I think just again, you know, what they were saying, the mentality. I think all coordinators, especially Coach B, is harping on the mentality. How can we get back to red line? How fast can we stack responses? How fast can we get back to, you know, get into that high effort and high execution? So yeah.
All right, and Chris.
For Quincy, you Ishmael, and Kedrick all had 6+ carries. How much does that kind of help you all stay fresh when you have 3 different running backs all seeing that kind of role?
Oh yeah, it's great. You know, I think it's very good that we're so interchangeable. You know, in the run game, in the pass game, because you can move us out into the slot as well, and we could also be a threat there. But I mean, just being able to maneuver carries to each person does help us in the long run.
Chris and then Justin for our last two.
After lining up against one another for the last month during fall camp, how did it feel to just finally get out there and hit somebody in a different colored jersey? And what kind of momentum does tonight's win in such dominant fashion give you guys heading into next week?
I feel it felt great to go out there and hit somebody else. I mean, I feel like every day at practice going against the best. So I mean, it's definitely prepared us for this moment out here, and I feel like the momentum will carry us into next week. You know, we're gonna celebrate it tonight, but tomorrow we're just gonna come back, get ready for Weber State.
Justin for our last question.
So I noticed in training camp you guys did backs versus backers, like pass blocking. Taye, did you go up against Quincy at all, and what makes him a good blocker in your opinion?
Man, I just feel like he's a physical back. He's definitely a great all-around back, in my opinion, along with the other running backs. But I just feel like he's just strong. He's a powerful punch, and he's just strong, has a strong base.
And Quincy, I remember you telling me that you developed your receiving skills when you played slot at Mater Dei. How did you develop your pass blocking skills?
I mean, I think it's just the hunger that I have. You know, it's like I don't really care about like what stats I have, anything like that. You know, I just want to go out there and win. You know, how well can what can I do to benefit the team? How can I establish myself to help the team out? You know, to get to that victory. So it's like just that hunger of protecting Noah so he can, pass the ball around and maneuver the ball around. So yeah.
And then lastly, for the guys who were here last year, it's been a while since you guys were in a winning locker room. What was that feeling like afterwards?
It's great. It's always great to get a win and celebrate in the locker room and sing the Bear Down song. So, I mean, it's definitely a great feeling we have this year, so we're just going to keep that momentum, keep it rolling.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.